So we're in the ruins of a castle here in Istria somewhere, and we have no idea about anything because there's no phone service and no signs, anything. So instead, I'll go back to the house, do some voiceover, and right now, you'll hear me saying something clever about this castle. But I was wrong, because this wasn't just a castle. It was an entire town. This was the town of Dvigard. This area is thought to have been inhabited for millennia, but Dvigard was first mentioned in literature in the 9th century. Originally, there were two castles facing each other here, Moncastel and Periton, hence the name Dvigard that has remained, which means two cities. This is perhaps the most striking and moving historical site that we had visited. Although I was originally disappointed in the lack of information here, it left us wandering through centuries of history, some of which were remarkably well preserved, with almost no one around for miles. There are remains of more than 200 buildings, defensive walls and gates. So we're hypothesizing about the function of this beautiful gate here. You can see these are possibly where the hinge would go, but I don't know. And then this is extremely deep, and we assume this would have been, for the lock to come across the beam to lock in here, or actually it would lock in on this side because this is much shallower. So it would have slid out of here, assumedly. But it's a beautiful archway. Now, come on guys, beautiful archway you can see behind me. And take a look at this photo here of all the kids in it. And if you're still enough, you can see the lives that were lived here. You can hear the priests, the men and women going about their daily work. You can imagine the children playing, and you can imagine the terror when the Venetians came in 1381 and burned the town and slaughtered its people.
Here you can't really see so much, but when you look back there, it's full of look at that, it's full of bones.
There's a bone here. Those are bones. Right in there. So.
Get down and look at the people that live here.
Oh yes, those are bones. Those are literally bones everywhere.
Now I'm
And
really curious
sticks.
about the history of this.
One of the most important and interesting buildings to explore is the St. Sophia Church. This was originally built quite simply in the 5th century, but was added onto several times over the next many centuries. The reason we get to enjoy so much of Dvigard today is because, unlike many towns in the region, it was never destroyed. Rather, it was abandoned. Another room discovered. You can see with all the soil removed, this would be a whole floor below where we're at here on the walking path. In the end of the 15th century, it was struck by plague, quickly followed by malaria. Only very poor families remained in the early 1600s, and in 1714, the Dvigard parish moved, marking the complete end of this historical town.
Cakes. I like to cut them in half.
Banana bread.
Banana cake.
So that's the clock tower that wakes us up and keeps us in time with life. So that's how close the town square is. do you have there?
Rocks.
Rocks. Show me. What do they look like?
I'm gonna put a hot. Yeah.
Graham, what kind of rocks do you have?
A glass.
There's some glass ones?
A glass rock.
What color is that one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Glass.
The color is glass.
Watch, ready?
One of the main things that we did while in Istria is just enjoy all the incredible beauty around us. The Croatian peninsula has gorgeous villages, fantastic beaches, dramatic valleys, beautiful olive groves,
It's colored like the sand. Do you see that?
and, of course, the sea.
What's so special about it?
Quite frequently there are lizards inside of these rocky areas.